2 years ago, there was a lot of reports of fight clubs happening right here in Ashmont.
Okay.
From early in the morning, from 6 o'clock in the morning, all the way to 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
Okay.
What do you see right now today?
No fight clubs.
Right?
Why?
That's due to us, right?
Really?
There's been a 62% decrease in youth violence in this area right here ever since we've had the presence here.
We were able to partner with the transit police officers.
Yeah.
We sit on their task force.
Okay.
Fight the Henderson schools right down the street. And this is a mecca for all the kids to meet, because not everybody that goes to school lives in this area, and there's kids constantly traveling in the morning out and in the morning in.
Okay.
If anyone had an issue, then this is where they would meet up, right? Because it's just bad luck, I guess.
Yeah.
And then there was also reports of the kids where the American provision is, when the garage door was open, the kids were going in there to fight in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
So this is stuff that we're all privy to hearing when we're on the streets, and then we give everybody a heads up as to what's going
You're
on.
like, I know, you're so man on the ground. Like, you're
Yeah.
just like, and you know what to do to fix them. Like,
Right,
So,
because we
when-
diffuse, we don't accuse. If there's an
Correct.
issue,
okay.
we diffuse the issue. We take down the threat. We carry mace on us.
Yep.
You know, we've never used it on a youth, thank God, because our voice and our presence has squashed a lot of fights. We do call in the authorities. If the transit police aren't here to help us with something, we do call 911, and we use the assistance of the police officers in the area.
Can we go back up a teeny bit? I'd love to start with so you're where you started. Why are you doing this? Tell me what.
So I was gang related for 27 years. I did 17 years in prison. When I was released in 2017 after doing 7.5 from a 9-year sentence, I applied with 18 nonprofits to do youth work, but nobody would hire me. Everybody said that they couldn't risk associating their brands with my name because of my affiliation. So I educated myself. I ended up getting certified as a recovery coach. I got certified as a trauma team specialist with the city of Boston. I spent 3 days out the week for 6 months straight at Copley Library studying, teaching myself what it took to run a nonprofit, what it entailed to open up a board, I taught myself all the administrative parts of learning to become my own CEO. And look at me today.
Look at you today.
Now I am the founder and CEO of Inspiring Today's Young Adults. I run the largest youth gang mentorship program in the city of Boston. Our area of focus is primarily right here, where 2 years ago, this was the hub of all the youth violence in the city of Boston, right? At this time, 2 years ago, you wouldn't have seen 20 cops out here posted because of all the fights. What do you see out here now?
You're doing something right.
Yeah.
Right? But it didn't, the kids didn't just come and talk to us because I'm me, I had to earn their trust. I had to be consistent, right?
Yeah.
So when I first started, they wouldn't just talk to me. They was like, who are you and why are you talking to me, right? The minute that I opened up a food pantry here and started giving out food for free to the youth,
There you go.
little by little, they
There's your,
started,
inroads.
little by little, they,
Trust.
you know.
It's you gotta know and trust somebody. You gotta
And then seeing
free
how every
sandwiches,
human-
snacks,
Jimmy food.
sodas, juice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cookies.
Yeah.
They started
Who's
opening up
paying for
little by
that?
little.
Who's
Oh,
paying for
we
that?
paid out of pocket.
Did you?
In
Yeah, for the
donations.
money.
We were blessed with donations.
The
The
as
majority
well.
of us,
But you're figuring out. You're just figuring out.
Yeah.
You know that in order to get people to trust you and to let you help them or
So
whatever.
we had a presence out here every Monday, Wednesdays, and then on Fridays we'll be at Forest Hills.
They asked
or
us to
Phil's
go to
Corner.
Forest Hills because the violence over there was pretty outrageous.
Okay.
But this is us grabbing our fold-up table, packing up our car,
Right.
grabbing the drinks and everything else that we've supplied or was donated, hauling butt over to Forest Hills, setting up there,
Right.
and then of course then the kids were stand off like, who are you people?
Right.
And then after a couple of Fridays that we were there, they were coming up, we were able to sign up kids for summer jobs, get access to them.
181 youths signed up for summer jobs with us, and we was able to assist ABCD, to get them to sign up for their summer
What's
jobs.
ABCD?
ABCD is another city organization,
Okay.
just like Success Link.
Got it.
So a lot of the youths ended up coming to it because a lot of the youths don't feel safe traveling to another part of the city.
Got it.
because of all the gang violence and all the nonsense that's
Right,
going
and don't
on.
forget what happened in the job fair. At the, what center was that?
At the Reggie Lewis
The Reggie
Center.
Lewis Center, a huge fight broke out. They
Okay.
didn't have security and they had to call police. Because if you have kids that are coming from neighborhoods that have beef with other neighborhoods in one central place,
Right.
that's not a safe place for
There's
them
bound
to
to
go.
be an issue. So over here, a lot of the kids know that for the summer, we're one of the biggest recruiters in the city of Boston. We don't just recruit and staff our program.
Right.
We help them recruit for 4 other programs also. Help them to get the kids for their program because we got an abundance of kids
Oh my gosh.
that come to us looking
Right.
for work, and we can only hire 40 at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do with the other 120 kids that signed up?
So we
more,
have
you're gonna get more,
flyers,
more than
right?
we
We
do,
have
right?
flyers with QR codes for
Yeah.
them to scan, so we bring the resources to them rather than them going to it, and that's what you have to do with kids these days. You know what I mean? We
So
also
we
work
run
with.
Ashmont Youth Violence Collaborative that starts in January, from January to May, towards the end of May over here.
Okay.
And what it is it's a collaboration of local organizations to provide services, whether it's mental health, whether it's job placement, whether it's food safety, whether it's clothing. You know, the biggest 2 services that the kids look for over here are mental health services and employment services.
Okay.
Right? So I try to bring other organizations to partake over here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 12 noon to 3 p.m., just 3 hours, and just engage the kids. Let them know about your services. Let them know where they can go to sign up for jobs. Let them know where they can go for either group counseling, individual counseling, therapy, whatever it is, whatever it is that ails them, you know, mentally. There's services out here that we provide. So we have the Carmen Square Health Center over
Yeah,
here
I
that
love
we're
that health
connected
center,
with.
yep, yep.
We got the Bowden Street Health Center that we're connected with.
Yeah.
We got the Harvard Street down towards Blue Hill,
Wow.
and at the end of Talbot that we're associated with.
Great.
So
And
we
they'll
used
come
to
out a few
have
times a month
Carney.
passing out their flyers.
We used to have Carney when Carney was open, since Carney shut down, now we're just stuck with those 3 health centers that we've been working. So we don't really do work with kids with autism.
Okay.
The reason why we ended up with 180 families with kids that are autistic.
Wait, we got to go back. So we don't even know about this yet.
Right.
Now we haven't introduced this whole idea yet. So
Right.
Let's start from the beginning. So, okay. So you told me that you're doing a fundraiser this holiday season, getting families who have kids with autism to get gifts this holiday season, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I need to see the link. I need to understand what is the link between your recidivism work and like the whole city and the youth and the like inspiring today's youth, ITY. How does that connect to this autism?
75% of the kids that get in trouble, according to the DA statistics, are on IEPs. That's individual education plans, and some are on the spectrum of autism. Just because.
So when you're saying get in trouble, you mean the people who are landing in prison?
The kids,
Land-
yes, the
landing
kids
in
that
the
are
system.
landing,
They're landing
in the
in
system
some sort
of
of
getting
system.
arrested,
Right.
gun charge, somebody assault and battery or whatever.
And they are on the spectrum, and so this ties together exactly with what you're.
Actually, more than half of them are on the spectrum, to be told. They don't know how to read and write for themselves.
Right.
Okay, so we ran a summer program out of 100 kids, right?
Yeah.
And out of 100 kids, 34 kids did not know how to sign their own John Hancock to sign for their checks.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, that's a
Incredible.
large amount. So the reason why we ended up with so many kids that are autistic is because when these people sign up for our Christmas drive,
Right.
you know, last 2 years, a lot of them was like, well, my son goes to your program, but I got 3 other sons and 2 of them are autistic. I need help for
And I
them
need
too.
support.
Right.
I'm
Right.
a family. I'm
So-
a
And
whole
we don't
thing.
just support the
Right,
youth, we
right.
support the whole family of the youth.
So out of 500 families that signed up for our Christmas drive this year,
Yeah.
180 families have children who are autistic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
500 total. 180 of them
Yes.
are autistic. Have
Yep.
an autistic child in
Yep.
their family.
Or multiple.
So this
Some
was
have
you.
multiple autistic
I feel like
kids.
this was you guys figuring that out. Did you look at that and you're like, wait a minute?
We looked at the data and we said, well, if we're going to have these kids, you know, we can't just give regular toys, you know, there has to be a specific,
Okay,
you know,
so
whether
let's talk about what the gifts are. Talk about you brought up that spreadsheet. You showed me. Scroll through that spreadsheet. Okay, so let's.
So you see this list right here?
Yeah, come over here and look over here. Like that. Yeah.
This is the list that these kids that it's not just for the older kids, but these are what the autistic families are asking for their kids.
Okay.
Because a lot of them, it doesn't make sense to give them toys when
Right.
a lot of them have sensory issues, light issues,
Right.
hearing issues.
Yeah.
So they want help in being able to clothe them.
Just the basics.
Yeah.
Just the
Just-
basics.
Just the
Yeah.
basics.
Just want the basics. Okay.
You know?
And then you also, so you're doing a donation drop off, and then show me the front of your you had like a beautiful image. Okay. So
So,
yeah, let's do this image for a second. So you're doing an event. What's your event?
So I'm doing an event on December 14th at 750 Dudley Street from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it's an autism fundraiser. So I've been a respite worker for the last 17 years, right? This is my nephew. He was born blind. He's very artistic. He can't speak for himself. He can't feed himself. He can't bathe. So every day he has to be bathed, fed, dressed, and he cannot speak. So, but he's very, very smart. Like he knows who you are. The minute that I walk in the room, he gets real excited and he gets up and he grabs me.
Yeah, he looks for you. He walks around
know,
the room. He's
so-
like, where are they?
So the reason why this is so very personal for me is because I've seen the struggles that my sister has had to try to get services for him,
And
right?
you know that what's possible. You know that if you get
Yes.
support or if you don't get support.
Yes.
It's like
So-
two different things.
Yeah.
So a lot of the kids that signed up for our Christmas drive, even though a lot of them don't have a severe disability like him, they're still autistic and on the spectrum. You know,
So,
you know,
like a
so
category that you can help.
so out of
Yeah.
180 families, I want to say maybe there's like 30 families that are like him.
All right.
The rest
let's-
of the kids are on the spectrum.
All right, let's talk about money. All right, you currently have an event that you're running, and you have hundreds of families and
We have
kids that need money.
500 families that have
500
signed up with
families.
us that need help this season
I've
because
seen
of the
We spent
economics that's
$1,400
happening.
to do a fundraiser 3 weeks ago, and all we raised was $420. We
That's not
didn't.
the right. That's not the right numbers.
No,
No.
we're in the red.
So let's
We're
go
in
the
the
other way.
red.
So let's go the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get some actual just money. Like
Yes.
not even
Yes.
people don't need to give you mittens. They need to give you actual money.
We need
Yes.
help
You need
because we
support
have
to get this
we
to happen.
have
Yeah.
access to Brookside. We have access to certain companies that provide the
Okay.
things that children that are on the spectrum and have disabilities need.
Right.
We just don't have the funds to
You
be
have
able
to
to
fund
buy it.
those. Okay.
Yeah.
So people give like what would $100 help? In what way would if someone gave you $100?
$100 would help one kid.
One kid for Christmas would be kind of covered.
Yep.
If they gave 500, what would that mean? A family would be
A
handled?
family,
Yes.
yeah.
A family would be
Yeah.
handled. But if they gave you 5,000, you could help.
Well,
Was
we're,
that- was that
we're
10
looking
families?
at 10 families for
Yeah.
5,000.
Okay, all right. So that's the math of it. Like that's what
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
start thinking about those.
Yeah.
That actually
Yeah.
is kind of awesome and amazing. And
Yeah.
I mean, like what's when it gets down to like Christmas, like in the weekend or two before. You were telling me you guys are literally delivering this stuff. Like
No,
what's
no,
the-
no, no, no.
What's happening?
So-
like, what's the
So
what's the
I'm
Last
delivering.
year-
I'm
He's
delivering.
delivering. However, this is what happens. Our Christmas event for all 500 families is December 19th at
Okay.
401 Ashmont Street.
Okay.
The week before that, in the basement of that church, every single table is covered with gifts. And we pick out, say there's a 7-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy. Each child gets 5 gifts each. And we wrap. So when the parents come to pick up the gifts,
We don't
all
know.
they
We
gotta
don't know
do
we'll
is
be
take
able
a
to
bag
do 5
and
this
put it on
year.
the tree.
It'll probably be 3 because
gonna
of the
need
lack of
volunteers.
support.
Well, we have volunteers, but we
You
can
need-
always use more.
Okay, good, okay,
we need
good.
wrapping paper, we need tape, we
Okay,
need all the
all
good
right,
stuff.
okay.
Because the stuff that is donated, we want to give them wholeheartedly wrapped.
Right. You don't want to have to like, send them home and make them wrap it.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Right.
But they also have to know what's inside. How do they know what's inside?
They don't know.
Oh,
so
you're like it's a 7-year-old girl.
yes,
You're gonna like it. It's
right.
gonna be
So
good.
we just pick out, presents that are suitable for that.
So the kids, do they give you wish lists, right? There's like
They
a
do.
whole spreadsheet.
Yes,
You put
they
together a
do.
spreadsheet. A kid, you have like the name of the kid, you have their age, you have all the
yes,
details.
we have
and
their
then
shoe
each kid-
size,
yeah.
their clothing
And
size,
so, like,
all of that.
having all of that means that you can actually give them things they really want. Like
Right.
they're asking for
Right.
something
Well,
in
we
particular.
we
Yep.
try to stick to what they ask for on the wish list.
Right.
And if we don't have what they ask for, we try to substitute it with something that's very similar.
Or with the gift card, because it depends on, when the money comes in and how much time.
Right.
It's only me and him.
It's only the
How
two.
much that
Oh
may
my
not have or may have that stuff in
so
stock.
much, so much. You are just angels. Just doing so much. Oh my gosh.
Right.
The next few weeks of your life. Okay, thank you for giving me whatever you just gave me of your time. I am